Proverbs 16:3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. So hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys had a fantastic winter break. I had a fantastic break. I went to Mexico and stuff, had a lot of fun, stuff like that. As you can see, I have a new mic system, so I have like wireless mics now. I originally bought them for the bike content and stuff. So welcome to Let's Talk About God. I've mentioned him in other videos, like saying like trust in the Lord's plan, all that stuff. I know religion is a very touchy topic, but I don't really care, honestly, because the Lord has helped me. He's helped me in lots of ways. I just want to preach the good word to young men and to my audience, and to hopefully, the masses, so that way they can understand how good the Lord is. I've just been wanting to make a video separate, to kind of explaining like I've been getting a lot more into religion. I've been using it as a tool, been very useful to me. It's helped me a lot. So my first bullet point is going to be religion is an amazing tool. And with this, so what do I mean by like it's an amazing tool? If you didn't realize, I was with another girl about like a month and a half, broke up with her, obviously. It wasn't a bad breakup. I mean, it was pretty sad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Somber, whatever you want to call it. During the breakup, like literally not even an hour after I hung up the phone with her and we ended it and everything, I prayed to the Lord. And even before that, before I prayed to him, and I was like, Lord, if she's meant to be, keep her in my life, and if she's not, dispel her from my life. And obviously the Lord's plan was to dispel her from my life, and I trusted in that plan. I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll end things. So obviously we had a mutual agreement of ending things. That after, I was pretty sad. I loved this girl, she was sweet, whatever, and I don't want to get into it, but honestly I have no clue what even happened. Everything happened so fast, like I didn't even have time to process it. After I prayed to the Lord, I was like, Lord, please get all these bad feelings away from me. Get all these like demonic thoughts out of my head, and get this anxiety away from me, this depression, but all the bad feelings after a breakup. And I swear, not even after praying, I just felt like a veil of all these negative emotions leave me. And I was so surprised because I was like, no way, that did not just happen. Like, I don't feel sad or anything. And mostly because of the Lord. He took everything from me and stuff like that. And another thing too is like I've just been so focused on trying to become successful, on trying to make YouTube content, on trying to like complete school, on trying to like work and just focus on other things, that's another thing too. Like I just don't have time to be like crying and like over here with like sad Mexican music, oh GG or whatever, stuff like that. So that's just a little story I wanted to share on how useful religion can be. And the second bullet point is going to be the Bible holds a lot of wisdom. The Bible is composed of many like smaller books. So like there's the book of Matthew, book of John, there's like the book of Proverbs, book of Psalms, all that stuff. And especially the book of Proverbs, that is the most specific book about improving your life. So that's like the book of like how to live your life righteously and how to live it by the Lord, how to live it successfully and how to gain success and all this stuff. And I haven't got to it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've seen a lot of verses about it, and I've done a little research about it. The book of Proverbs, it teaches you how to live a good life by the Lord's commandments, like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, all that stuff, how to not sin and all that stuff. And that book is a very good book. That book is probably like the best self-improvement book that there is. It is the best self-improvement wisdom that you'll ever get. Not even from any self-improvement book. Like self-improvement books are good, you should still read them, but the Bible is amazing. And not only in the book of Proverbs is there wisdom, in all the other books as well that are in there from the Old Testament and the New Testament have massive amounts of wisdom. Like, yes, it's different. It's not specifically telling you like, okay, do this, flee from temptation. If you're struggling with flesh, just flee from it, but all like stuff like that. It's more like lessons from like people back then. Like there's this one guy who like was very lustful, and he slept with like hundreds of women and stuff like that, and then he learned like, oh, this is not how you're supposed to live, blah blah blah. And there's a lot of lessons in there. You just kind of have to be more vigilant and more understanding of them. It's very humbling as well. There's so much wisdom in there that I couldn't explain all of it, but like another part of wisdom that's from there is like how humbling Bible can be, how humbling religion and the Lord can be. Because if you're prideful, which is a sin. Obviously pridefulness is a sin. Your victories are owed to God, and all your losses are yours alone. You might be like, oh, that sounds crazy, like what the hell, like I worked for it, I take credit for it and stuff like that. And no, if it wasn't for God, you wouldn't be here. Like legit, none of us would be here, bro. Like nothing would exist without him. He created everything, bro. So, and he can take anything like that fast. So very humbling, and being humble, you know, is obviously very attractive, not to only women, but like to guys as well. It's a very good character trait to have as well. My last bullet point is going to be religion and the Bible are literally the embodiment of self-improvement. So obviously, if you haven't noticed by now, I'm talking about Christianity. I'm Catholic, so I, you know, the Virgin Mary, all that stuff, but it's Christianity in of itself. And as I said, the book of Proverbs is literally the self-improvement book of the Bible. So like there's a few things in there which I'm going to list out, like how to control lust, which is flee from temptation. So obviously, let's say for an example, you associate your bed with vaping and like watching porn and masturbating, right? You get in your bed and you get sudden temptations of wanting to masturbate, watch porn and stuff. So you might be like, oh, well, I can't flee from my dick, right? Obviously you can't just like cut it off. You don't want to do that. And what I would recommend is like you get up and you go for a walk, for like a 5-minute walk. Yeah, maybe might be like 10. Just go for a walk around your house. Go sit down on the couch, maybe read the Bible for a few minutes, and then come back. Because fleeing from temptation is the best option you can do. You cannot fight it. You cannot fight temptation. Also, finding a good wife. Like nowadays I see young men who are very focused on women and lust and all that stuff, which isn't good at all, which you shouldn't. You should be focused on yourself, improving yourself, so that way you can get a good woman. And finding a good wife, it's all about the Lord's plan, all about his plan, and trusting in his plan. Because if you improve yourself, women will come to you and the right one will come to you, because that's the Lord's plan, and that is who the Lord chose for you. And just as the saying goes, like if you chase butterflies, you'll never catch one, but if you build a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. And that's the same thing. If you focus on yourself and follow the Lord and serve the Lord, women will come to you. And obviously don't fall into lust, right? But the right woman will come to you and you will get married and whatever and all that stuff. Because, you know, I see a lot of people who complain that, you know, there's no good women, which is true. And the last one is becoming successful. So obviously my channel is literally based around being, you know, becoming successful, right? You know, being the best version of yourself. And just as the 2 verses I said in the beginning of the video, serving the Lord will give you everything you ever wanted. If you serve him and follow him and preach his name, he will give you everything you ever wanted, and you'll get a place in heaven. You'll get a place in heaven. Serve him, follow him only, and he will give you everything you want. And it's true. I've seen it. I've seen like videos of mine that have been popping off ever since I've been trusting him, and especially the videos where I talk about him. It's kind of crazy to think like how he actually works. Yeah, that's in the video, guys. I appreciate you listening to this video. I might try to make it as short as I could, even though I am at heart a yapper, so like I just fucking yap, but I tried to make it as condensed as I could. I hope the mic worked. I hope it sounds good and stuff. So yeah, anyways, it's currently 10:24. I am tired. I just needed to make a video. This is like my working time right now, but I'm gonna go to bed. I am super tired. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and yeah, God bless. And remember, guys, never stop improving yourselves.